I'm gonna go get a jug of water before we get there.
Okay.
It looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does with that snow on it.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to knock some of it off to install the chimney jack. One thing that I have to do, I don't want to do, because I find this branch absolutely gorgeous, mix it in, just kind of wrapping around, is going to be an immediate problem as soon as there's more than 6 inches of snow on that branch. So unfortunately, we're going to have to trim that branch back. So let's see if we can reach it and just saw it off. It's not going to hurt the tree at all.
How high up we're going to be able to saw that.
How does it look?
Alright, well that worked. Full of sawdust.
Sorry if we weren't in the shot. We don't have a lot of time today, and we got a fair amount of work to do. Like I said earlier, unfortunately we can't spend the night because it's a Sunday and it's a work day for
I know where
tomorrow.
we're going to put that.
Me too.
Get this one out of the way.
So, the hope is that at some point we're going to have enough snow on the ground and we're just going to pile up snow on the sides and that'll clear any gaps. However, in the meantime, branches like that's going to be great. We're going to break that apart and then we're just going to line it around the edge just to give us a bit of a windbreak. There is definitely some rain.
Oh, we got a lot of rain.
Yeah. And it froze. It's fairly solid. Can't wait to get in there.
Nope.
Alright, so we're going to get some lighting inside and give you guys a bit of an explanation of the plan. Okay, so it's fairly dark in here. We brought the big lamp. It makes a difference. What do you think in there, Sandra?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty frosty too. It needs a stove.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys might be wondering why, after I said we don't have much time, we would be setting up chairs. This is not the first time we've put up one of these chimney jacks at around minus 10 degrees. It takes some time. You can barely wear gloves while doing it. and once you get the chill in you, it's really hard to keep working. So we're gonna set up the stove ahead of time so we'll have a nice warm spot. If for nothing else, we'll be able to go out and warm up our fingers. Okay, so we're bringing the stove in really quickly just so we can line up the our chimney jack. We're using this stove as a guide, which we could use whenever we come winter camping, but luckily our good friend Simon has offered us a more permanent stove solution, a bigger stove, which is great because this is a bigger stove than what we usually have, so that's going to help heat it up. I have to, though, compensate for the larger size. The back of the stove here is right close to the chimney pipe, while the new stove that he has, it kind of sticks out a bit. So I want to make sure that I have a bit of a gap from the stone wall. I don't need to go too far because that'll heat up the rust and even help us. But I want to make sure that I do have enough space. So by my measurements, I believe we should be great right there. So we need to line up on the wall here where our chimney pipe goes. And then we get to the fun, tedious work of sewing this on.
Yay.
Positive attitude. How do you want to mark it?
Well, if this will work. So we found our middle here. I'm going to take a pin that I have and I'm going to stick it through so Mike can see where the middle is on the outside. And he's got a pin too and he's going to do the same. You see it?
Yeah, you can probably... Do you need it still in there for you?
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
Nice to see snow again. It's very late here. Many times we'd be this deep in snow here this time of year. Wonder if I'm being a fool not starting that fire already. Wonder if I'm being a fool not starting that fire already.
I'm thinking that once we have the stove jack tacked up there,
Yeah?
we need to get a fire going.
Yeah, okay.
I'm thinking.
Okay. I agree with you. Okay, so this is slippery. Okay.
in a whole lot.
Yeah.
Huh?
I put a lot of birch bark.
Okay.
The twigs were a bit wet, so I wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Overkill, but we got plenty. Thank you. So it's around -10. The water that we pulled out of the spring had to be pretty close to that. So we put the water on the kettle there. This is a gift.
Yeah, that's a gift from a subscriber or a viewer by the name of Krista. Thank you very much, Krista.
It's a lot shinier and cleaner than the other ones we have.
Yeah. Yeah, the coffee pot looks too new for the stove.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is what we're going to use to sew. It's the exact same tool that I used when we sewed the stove jack on the other bushcraft shelter we did a couple of years ago. And it's called the Speedy Stitcher. Everything's stored in here. There's a couple needles. You take the top off. And the threads here. I already have my needle threaded through it there. Or threaded through my needle. So I'm just going to set it up on the end here. Oh, almost lost a needle. It's like a spare one. Put that in there. And there's our needle here and our thread. The thread's coming out from the back here. There's a bobbin in there with some of the material on it that we're going to use to sew. So Mike will have this tool outside. He's going to be pushing the needle through the canvas, and back here I'm going to thread it through a loop, and we're going to keep going until we have one row done, and then we'll do another one. And hopefully it doesn't take too long because it is a cold day today.
So, as Sandra mentioned, the Speedy Stitch. I think that's what it's called.
Stitcher.
Speedy Stitcher, sorry. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, climbing up. I'm gonna have to take the flap.
Oh yeah, you wanted to.
Yeah. Okay.
Try to do straight line.
There we go.
Pull it back just a little bit. Okay, well, I need to figure out which end.
Do you need me to pull it back?
No. So we're going across, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, I pulled a little bit too much, but leave it for now. I need to pull. Can you pull it back just a bit? No, no, don't. Okay.
You gotta say when.
I know, but I need you to make a loop, and I can't. Okay. So you can't pull on the thread.
Towards me?
Yes.
Say when.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get it out from that groove because I can't. I need to grab it. All right, I got one. Okay, wait. Okay, hold the thing back. Just hold it.
Hold it back?
Just hold it. You're good. Pull it out. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my scissors.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sore.
Okay, you're good. You can take the needle out.
Again?
Yeah. take a drink.
That took a while, folks.
Okay, so we've made the top row all stitched up. I got my 2 pieces of thread hanging in here, so now I just got to do a knot with that and tie it off. And then Mike's gone to get warmed up by the stove. I'm gonna go after, and then we'll probably do a row coming down either on the right or the left. So, but I think I probably have to reload that bobbin first before we start that.
So Sandra had the really good idea of checking to see if our water had warmed up. I think it's pretty much there. And while we're working away, we're definitely going to come over here once in a while to warm up our fingers. However, to save us a couple of trips, Sandra figures she has a hot cup of coffee right next to her. Just squeeze it, hug it.
I can take some drinks while I'm waiting for you to push the needle through.
Which is not a bad idea. It's cold. We're not used to this. Yeah. Not used to this kind of cold.
It's usually colder until we get some good snow on the ground,
yeah.
And it's not as damp.
So, I lazied out. I didn't have some prepared coffee grinds at home. I have whole beans, and I know it only takes a few minutes, but we had to leave in a hurry. So, is that too much?
Well, just take a little bit off the top there.
Yeah. So, just something to warm up the bones. We'll see if our new kettle has warmed up. Try it on mine first to make sure it's hot.
Yeah, there's steam.
Yeah. Thank you, Krista.
Yeah, thanks for the cup of coffee, Krista. Much appreciated on this cold day.
Well, the cup feels hot through my gloves, so that's a good sign.
It's nice and warm sitting next to the stove on
Yeah.
your chair with your poofy jacket. I don't mind this.
Yeah, bringing the stove was a good idea. It was a really good idea.
Mm. All right, now I feel like I have energy.
Oh yeah, that's the
just
heat.
so
Yeah.
it hits you just like, oh.
We had some plans to cook up a meal, but it's taken longer just for the setup than we expected. It's gonna be dark by the time we leave. That's a guaranteed. So might not throw the stove in the tent for today, but we'll see.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Pull back.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Pull back.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh.
The rest of the line might not be as straight.
Okay.
Like,
Well, do you want my headlamp?
I can't see as well. It's good for now. I'll finish this.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
What?
Good, fine. That's not where I thought it was gonna go. Okay. So I need to pull the thread out.
Well, folks, it's pretty cold. We're frozen top to bottom. and especially the fingers.
Is there still wood in there? Oh yeah, look, we just barely made it.
Nice.
That's good.
So we're halfway there. See how far we can get. Get some heat for Sandra and for Michael. How cold this got. Still hot. What do you think, Sandra?
I hope this works.
Really wish this would have gone quicker so we could have thrown the stove inside and totally warmed up before we started going. But I don't think we're going to have time. It's going to be dark really soon. I figure I'll be taking out... I have to be using Sandra's headlamp. I don't think I brought mine. I have to move the spotlight inside closer for you.
Oh yeah, for you.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you have to do that. I feel for you because all I want to do right now is just roll up into a tight ball. Like your spool.
Once we get started, it goes quick enough, but...
There's always some kind of hiccup though.
You know, the next bushcraft shelter we should start in the spring, and maybe I can sew the stove jack in the summer instead of in the winter.
Yeah, then it'd just be mosquitoes everywhere. It's always perfect. So much fun. It actually is fun, especially once you're done and all that work pays off.
Okay, we're frozen right to the bones here, but we did manage to do the full square around. We wanted to do another stitch just tighter inside here to where the gasket is. So we're going to try to do that in a hurry before we leave. The stitches will probably be further apart. We don't know how much string we have on the spool left. So instead of starting at the top, Mike mentioned maybe we'll just start like halfway down and try to sort of do a U, so at least we have part of the sides and the bottom done, because those are the flaps that are probably going to want to drag more once we cut this hole out.
Alright, like Sandra mentioned, we're really cold, on the verge of hypothermia to be honest. So we were debating whether we're going to do this last stitch, but we both agreed that it's kind of worth it, and we're not going to get many more opportunities to do it. So we're going to get to it right away. Are you warming up, Sandra?
Yes, I am.
We're almost done.
I think my ankles are cramping up because I'm so cold.
Okay, so that's as far as we're willing to go. Whew, man, what a day. So we've got an outside stitching and another one here closer to the jack. The chimney jack portion is what is the fireproof section. Having this double stitched, double stitched makes it a lot more solid, less likely to flap around. Next time if we want to, we can easily do this, but we're not filling this up again.
No.
We're calling it there. So, wow. I don't know how interesting this video is going to be, but we are really happy. There's still a bit more to do. We need to cut this out. Oh, so glad that's done. We hummed and hawed. We almost bailed early after finishing the outside. And kudos to Sandra, frozen solid, decided, screw it, let's do it now.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to do it in the cold again. And next time when we're here, we'll be able to throw our stove in here.
The cardboard is my guide.
Good thinking, Sandra.
The bottom. Actually, you know what? Wait, I can probably do that. Wow, that looks pretty good. Almost looks like it was put in at the factory. But it wasn't put in at the factory.
No. Well, kind
we
of.
were the factory.
Yeah. This was the factory here. Good work, area.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm taking down the flap.
Yeah. So we came here today to put a stove jack in. We got her done. First job we had to do was scrape the frost off the wall. I don't know if you guys can see, but like it's still all frosty everywhere except where we scraped it off.
And like we mentioned previously, we had to do the stitching on the outside, and we debated whether we were going to do the inside. We knew it would be the better idea. It would have worked fine, but it wouldn't have looked as nice. So we decided, screw it, let's push through. We're both super excited that we did.
Yeah, we ran out of string here. We need to do a couple more stitches there.
Yeah.
I do have string with me, but it's just so cold. Like we're gonna pack it up for today, and when we come back next time, it won't take long to do that. So.
If it was a Saturday night, we probably would have brought the wood stove in here, warmed up, and then would have done it. But it's Sunday night. Tomorrow's a work day. Like most of you have to go back to work. So, so happy we have this done. Next time we're here, boom, we put a stove, and away we go. And we'll get to enjoy this shelter in basically its final form. We're still probably going to do something to clog up the holes between the rocks. If there's snow on the ground, then that's easy. We just pile the snow, we're done. If there's no snow, then we'll pile some fir boughs because the moss is frozen solid. So that'll work for this particular shelter. Big thanks to all of you guys for watching. Like I said, I have no idea how the video is going to turn out, but I hope you guys enjoy. Big thanks to Krista for providing us hot beverages.
The hot beverages, yeah.
And we hope to see you all again really soon. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
We got one log outside next to the wood stove. One thing I quickly wanted to mention, I know we mentioned quite a few times how cold we were. We did come dressed for it. I got my winter boots, I got long johns underneath there, I got 3 jackets. The thing is that when you're just standing in one spot in this kind of cold, if you're not moving, you're not generating any heat. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Oh, you always forget one log.